Should the gospel be spread even if it's tainted? I've had some conversations with some, and we really can't see eye to eye on this, and I'd like your opinion as well. Should we be content that the gospel is being spread, regardless if we know that those doing it are tainting it? They're false teachers. Is it still okay, in your opinion? What do you think? Well, I'm going to show you, I'm going to try and go through this as quickly as I can on why I think that Sean Feucht is tainting it. Okay, notice number 23. He's wanting to wear the Jordan 23. He's wanting to be at the Arch of Baal. This is a new Jesus People movement, he said on CBN. Interesting. When I looked at pictures, I saw the black sun there. Do you know what that means? It is like the awakening. It's esoteric. He's also around the Gateway Arch in St. Louis, Missouri. I went in to look at who built this, and it's actually a Finnish guy. Eero Saarinen. He built it in 1947. And just look at the pictures I added, because that is where I think he got his thought, where his thought process was. And looking into him, he's built several very interesting architect pieces. Just look up his name, or his father's name. His father built our train station in Helsinki. That should tell you enough. He built and planned out all of Helsinki, which is the picture there on the right. And he even helped form and had the design for some pieces in the mark, the money that was here prior to the euro. Okay, so let's move on, because I could go on about those two. I started to go down and deeper with those two, but couldn't find anything. But anyway, so then he mentions this young man couldn't find anything except for he's boasting about Israel. Well, as I showed you before, he's been with Brian Houston, and he's been in many things with Todd White and so many others. Bill Johnson, Lou Engle, Cindy Jacobs, Sean Boltz, Haiti Baker, Mike Bickle. Just to name some. And then there were so many pictures, of course, of his boss, Bill Johnson, and Haiti Baker and Lou Engle. And then he posts this on Facebook. But what does it matter? The important thing is that in every way, whether from false motives or true, Christ is preached. Do you agree? I don't know. Yes, in one hand, the worst of the worst hear the gospel and maybe they would turn. But then are they following the wrong gospel? There's no authority where there is no unity. So, whether it's over the authenticity of Kanye's salvation, women preaching in the pulpit, kids dressing up on October 31st, or a worship leader running for Congress, for crying out loud, I've noticed that the church can often eat its own and be extremely divisive. True worship exposes the religious spirit. Do you know what he's done? Do you know who his wife is? I don't think he realizes who Kanye West is and how deep he is into light and sound and knowing. Because I saw this picture that Feucht had in Facebook, not that people took of him. No, he had this. What does it remind you of? This right here, Kanye West, Sunday service. We converged on a Catholic church basement in downtown London. No, they didn't just sit there and talk. They had a service with these men. Unity of Catholics and Protestants. Notice that someone said, don't forget what the Reformation was about, guys. They haven't changed their doctrine. Exactly. But many, just like Lou Engle and this young man, is thinking that they could bring unity between the two. But we remember who Lou Engle was, and I'll show a picture just in case you've forgotten. But it's about the numbers that he chooses to wear or take pictures of, or it's very unusual. Just truly unusual. Ascend. America. I like that because even me and my friends, we say America when we're joking around. So he's, he's a normal guy, it seems, right? Bumping into Keanu Reeves with his boss, Benny Johnson and Bill Johnson. Mentioning Steffi Gritzinger. Oh, that's right. She also was a part of Bethel. She had something about the blackout. I'll add the link if you're interested. He posts Jack Paul Jackson, Tree of Life. Notice the way he's holding his hands. Burn 24/7. There's many ways you can take that. I just don't like hearing that. And then when I see this, all I can think of is as above, so below. And you see the 3 lines. That's 33 right there. I just, just so many things that the hexagon, the 3 and the 2, could he be a 32nd degree Mason? There's the sun worship. There's the incense rise, the rebirth. The incense, it just looks evil. I'm sorry. And then that symbol right there, that bothered me. And to me it looks like just like these symbols here, just formed in a prettier manner. Right? Maybe I'm thinking too much into it. But then I saw this. What is this? With his kid, has to go and touch Charles Finney's grave. Unbelievable. Do you understand what he's doing here? Because I do. Because Benny Johnson wanted to hug Finney's grave. They belong to the same church. This is sick and twisted, and it's evil. You cannot soak up somebody else's anything. Then, as I continue, his final worship service will be October 25th in Washington, D.C. at the mall, apparently. And of course, it's probably going to be right so you can see the obelisk, I'm sure, of course. He had someone named David Sisko in Vancouver blow the shofar. I'm here to worship the Lord. It's very simple. We need him. We need him in Portland. We need him in Seattle. Absolutely. And I totally agree with that. Is he Jewish? Who is this man? I couldn't find any information out about him, but regardless, we'll move on. He supports the president and the Mr. had a bit of a brain fart there, Mike Pence. And of course we see him there with all the other pastors who are either very ignorant of what is going on or much a part of what is going on. But then he makes a video with Lou Engle, and I've made many on their Awakening conference or their Send conference. He's been a part of that, and we know exactly who Lou Engle is, who kissed the feet of a priest to show unity. They are now united with the papacy, as well as so many other pastors. Watch those videos. I'll add the links because you may not know that your pastor is united with them. So here's my question. Is it best that some are preaching the gospel, even if it's done by false teachers? This is going to be a tough one. I know I'll have many opinions. Because in the last days, we are going to be asked to worship. That's one form of worshiping the beast. That's showing worship. Will Sean realize that he's drawing people towards worshiping the beast? Will he even realize? Is he? I don't know. I'm not saying that that's the direction he's going in. I'm just saying that many things are not right. There's my question to you. What is your opinion on this? Because it's hard to agree and we may disagree as well, but love to hear from you. So let's see what you guys say. God bless, take care, and I hope you guys have a great day.